Bilingual investing, breaking investing barriers. Jay here with you guys today with a brand new, fresh off the press, educational, free video for you guys. Today's topic is about cryptocurrency has been broken, guys. A lot, lately there's been a contagion. Some people call it a black swan event. I just wanted to give my thoughts, on what I thought and what we can learn about situations like these. Because most people just watch the news. They're like, oh, this happened, that happened. But the important thing, in my opinion, is to take some time to learn about, what's happening and then how to overcome it and position yourselves, for future success. So let's actually get to it. First, we're going to discuss today the lack of trust in cryptocurrencies currently. So we're going to discuss that. Then fundamentally damage cryptocurrency. Again, the FTX event that happened lately. We're going to discuss how, that's caused some fundamental damage to the fundamentals of cryptocurrency as a whole. Again, not Bitcoin. Bitcoin is decentralized, but, cryptocurrency and its image has been greatly affected, in my opinion. And then investment fear and pain equals maximum opportunity. We're going to also discuss that today as well. But guys, before we do so, if you enjoy this type of free educational content, like this video. It'll help the algorithms. I appreciate it. And also don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Look, it's just a click away. If you're watching these videos and you haven't subscribed, you're watching for a reason. You're watching because you enjoy this free educational content. So, click on the subscribe button, click on the notification bell to stay tuned for a fresh off the press brand new videos. And again, we have a free educational playlist and there's a link in the description down below this video, guys. So, again, lack of trust in cryptocurrencies. Like with any other aspect of life, trust is everything. And right now, the trust in the cryptocurrency space has been broken. It will take time to repair the damages and for the market sentiment as a whole to shift from fear to greed again. Short term, we're definitely in a bear market, and fundamentally speaking, cryptocurrency as a whole has broken down. Trust has been shattered to pieces. Learn to take the good with the bad, and don't forget why, guys. That's so important. Why you started to invest into cryptocurrency in the first place. Never lose hope. That's very important. Remember your why. The solution to the current situation is self-custody via the use of either decentralized finance, DeFi, which, in the future, we're going to make a dedicated educational video to what is DeFi. So stay tuned for that. Examples that we're going to discuss today, Trust Wallet and MetaMask, just briefly, we're going to discuss today by diversifying the location of your assets or the better solution of having your funds safely offline inside a hardware wallet, guys. So let's briefly discuss that. Here we have MetaMask, is one of the most utilized decentralized exchanges in the world. So it's a DEX, a decentralized exchange, is easy to download for Chrome or any, of the main browsers. We're going to leave the description down below if you haven't had your own decentralized MetaMask wallet. But again, we're going to have a full dedicated DeFi video coming soon where we'll, and if you want me to do like a small tutorial, then, make sure you leave a comment below and I'll definitely consider that. The second one is Trust Wallet. Recently, it's had a pump, its native token, because a lot of people, again, due to the centralization aspects that went down, with FTX and how they controlled clients' funds and leveraged, people's money, as we're going to discuss today. People are not trusting those type of centralized exchanges. So, they're coming to MetaMask, to Trust Wallet. They're setting up their addresses. They're keeping their coins safe. Self-custody. Again, I believe that's going to be big for the rest of this bear market. So those are two online options via, browser extensions, but and this one is a phone app, as you can see here. But then we have two solutions where they're hardware wallets, offline wallets, as we discussed. The first one is the Ledger wallet. We'll also try and leave a link in the description down below for, Trust Wallet, MetaMask, and also Ledger and Trezor Wallet, which, the last two, these two, they're hardware wallets. So you send your cryptocurrencies to these, and you keep your 12 words safe, and then it's offline, so you hold these at home or in a safe place. And you keep your cryptocurrency off centralized exchanges, just off exchanges in general, just offline, nice, safe and sound. Guys, if you enjoy this type of educational content, make sure you guys follow us on Twitter. If you haven't done so, we would gladly appreciate that. So we continue on. Fundamentally damaged cryptocurrency. Due to recent events at the time of the creation of this video, what we can learn in times like these is that risk management is king, guys. So what does that mean? Basically, FTX, honestly, it was one of the best exchanges for quite some time, for a couple of years. It's just that, the owner and, his team started to make bets and leverage trades with customer funds. And you just can't do that. Because if you say you have 100 Bitcoin on your centralized exchange, and your clients own those, then, you have to do a one-to-one. So, if all those clients want to deposit their 100 Bitcoin, it should be there for them to, withdraw them. So, but they made some plays, they made some bets, some funky situation over there using customer funds to, make bets in a bear market. And, now people that had funds on that centralized exchange are the ones that are paying, and that should be criminal, in my opinion. But again, there was an FTX crash and scandal. If you guys haven't known, I briefly explained it. You guys can Google it. By now most people should know about it. But that's caused major sell pressure on Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and things of that nature. So risk management is key, and that's why you have to diversify your assets and have them on different locations, and only use centralized exchanges when necessary. And then again, fundamental analysis. That's what we're going to briefly touch on the presentation. We have a video here of fundamental analysis. Where are you? You should be around here. Apologize for that. Let's see. Where are you? Fundamental? Here you are, guys. In the playlist, there's a link in the description down below. Bitcoin, the benefits of fundamental analysis is so underrated. Most people focus on technical analysis. Jay, what's the charts, the price action? Is it going up? Is it going down? That's very important. TA is very important. But there's also a second part to it, or another part to it, which is fundamental analysis. And as we can see here, the importance of fundamental analysis has never been more obvious than now. Most investors gloss over FA and just focus on technical analysis. And in my opinion, that's just a terrible mistake. So what happened with FTX, that's fundamental. Of course, the CEO made bad decisions, things of that nature. But where there's centralization, you always have to keep in mind, you only keep on centralized exchanges what you need at the time, because unless not your keys, not your coins, right? And that's the thing. When they're on centralized exchanges, they have the keys to that cryptocurrency. So in this case, just like what happened with FTX, all those coins got drained from the exchange, and now those people stay with no funds. It's a really sad situation. So again, currently keeping your funds in centralized exchanges is at all-time high risk levels. One way or another, all these centralized platforms like Celsius, 3AC, Voyager, Luna, FTX, BlockFi, Genesis, all, for the most part, were leveraged and made greedy bets with their clients' money in one way or another, okay? So, it's a sad situation, but centralization, that's the thing. Cryptocurrency was initiated via Bitcoin for its decentralization. And we're going to come out with a brand new, fresh off the press, video next week talking about decentralization versus centralization. So stay tuned for that. That's next week educational video. And we'll talk a little bit more of that, next week on that video. So every bear market is and will be different, but the emotions tend to be the same. The feeling that the space is dead, that there's no future for it, that the trust has been broken, the feeling of despair. I mean, it all boils down to human behavior and market sentiment. Right now, the predominant sentiment is fear, bearishness, pessimism, and loss of hope, guys. So you have to stay strong, remain strong. And the best thing that you can do in situations like these bear market contagion events, black swans, a lot of self pressure, is just to educate yourself. With education comes success. So keep that in mind. And again, we have investment, fear, and pain equals maximum opportunity. But again, as we mentioned, Binance is a centralized exchange, the #1 in the world. OKB is a centralized exchange, one of the top ones. They're great options. If you need to use them, you need to make deposits, a couple of withdrawals, send crypto somewhere, that's great. It's good. But to have your full net worth on those exchanges, that's not. a very smart decision. It's all about decentralization and diversification. So, you would have, 10% on this one, 10% on here, and then on one of the decentralized wallets like MetaMask 10% and Trust Wallet 10 more percent, and then offline you have 50% of your net worth. Just an example, right? That's something to keep in mind. And then crypto.com, a lot of people, it went down a lot. People think this might be the next FTX, things of that nature. So, centralized exchanges right now, they're going through a tough time. So it's something to keep in mind. Guys, in investment pain, there's tremendous opportunity to achieve major gains in the long term. Keep that in mind. Eventually, greed, bullishness, and optimism always return to the market. Sentiments are dynamic and work in cycles. That's very important to know. It's all about time frames and perspective. Short term and weeks and months to come. Of course, crypto looks bleak, and that's fine. But the current circumstances eventually will make the industry a better place in the long run, in my opinion. It's hard to think in long-term success when in the short term things are as unstable as they seem. But that's the point. Having the perspective that, most are not having right now, being enacting the opposite of those around you. That's really the key. Those who invest with patience in the time frame and mindset of years will give themselves the best probability to eventually win at this investment game. I want you guys to keep that in mind. Weakness will solve nothing. You need to push through and stay strong. For those who survive through this, the grass will be greener on the other side. It'll just take an extended period of time to get there. Like always, in my opinion, patience shall be rewarded. So what do you mean, Jay? Again, usually when we discuss charts, we're always, on the daily chart. Every one of these candles is one that represents one day of price action, things of that nature. Is going up, is going down. There's resistance, there's support. Okay, Jay, that's all good and well. But really, what truly matters if you come to a monthly chart is just the long term. If you zoom out, at a macro level, this chart is beautiful. What does it communicate? It communicates cycle. There's an up cycle up here, and then there's a down cycle, down here. So this is a bull market, bear market. Then we have a mini run here, a mini downside, but this is the true bull market. We have a cycle here. And then guess what, guys, right now? Let's actually take that away here. Okay, right now, what do we see here, Jay? Oh, wow, it's going down. Again, what does that mean? Bear market, bear cycle. And what do you guys think? In this bear market, you think there wasn't any bad news? You think that people, feeling a lack of trust? Trust me, I went through it. I was there. I was here, It was tough in 2019, 2018, all the way. Oh, man, it was tough just the same as here. It's tough, right? It's not easy to watch the markets go down, that constant sell pressure, bear market, lack of trust, a lot of bad news. It was tough. It was tough. But guess what? Those who invested here, they reap their rewards up here. Same. Those who invest here, in my humble opinion, they'll definitely reap their rewards up here, guys. Look, all the way up here. Who knows, right? But man, hopefully it pushes up a lot. But again, just it works in cycles. The greed will come back one day. There's no need to lack trust in cryptocurrencies, but what we do need to do is do our homework. If these centralized exchanges are falling and creating doubt and lack of trust, okay, so we use them less, we diversify. You know what I mean? So there's always a solution for everything, but the solution will definitely never be to quit. Guys, if you enjoy this type of educational free content, make sure you guys like this video. We would appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Click on the notification bell here as well. And, we have a website. Which is right here, in the description. And there's a link in the description below where you can find, our website, investment tools and resources that you might need. And this content is not official financial advice, was created exclusively for educational purposes only. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Have a good one.